if the Holy Spirit and your intuition are the same thing? Well, what is the Holy Spirit? According to the church, it is part of the Trinity: God, Son, Holy Spirit. But like I said in my previous video in this series, 45,000, there are 45,000 denominations, so you're going to get answers all across the board. I will say this: the Holy Spirit is not a person. God is not a person. Having said that, my definition of the Holy Spirit is our personal connection with the divine. It's that thing that gives us those nudges that we shouldn't ignore. It is the radical love that is God, source, creator, universe, whatever you want to call it. It is that love in action. And this personal connection to all that is divine just happens to be my definition for intuition. It is your inner knowing, not knowing here, knowing here. And I believe this is the thing that when people say God told them something or talked to them, first of all, I used to think people were Fruit Loops when they said God talked to them. But then I started noticing all the signs and synchronicities. That's one way of talking. And then there was the day that I first ever did free writing. I talk about this experience in my book, Holy Bleep, That Was Not a Coincidence. Why don't you take your beliefs out of the box and see the magic in everyday life? I talk about this on page 221 of my book. Long story short, I had heard of free writing. I had never done it. I was in a situation with a friend, and I was nudged to tell her that she should free write to solve this issue she was having. But when I went up to her to suggest that she do this, she suggested that I do it. And that was a nudge I just couldn't ignore. So to do free writing, I sit and I meditate first, and then I sit. In the beginning, I used pen to paper, but now I sit at my computer and I close my eyes, and one word at a time comes to me from my divine team, which I like to call my Gaga team: God, angels, guides, and ancestors. It's really anything that's divine, because the part of our ancestors that have passed is of the divine. But when I did this and I wrote, I was floored at what came through. And I knew that these words were not coming from me. So this is when I stopped second guessing my gut, those gut feelings, your intuition, and started realizing that maybe this is my divine team guiding me. I already knew that I was getting messages from the divine through all the signs and the synchronicities that I've talked about. But now I knew I didn't need a middleman to connect to the divine, and neither do you. Trusting my intuition has brought me closer to God, source, creator than ever before. Put a yes in the comments if you've ever felt a nudge that you knew was from God. If this resonated with you, make sure that you're following and join me tomorrow for when I talk about learning about the fact that we are all divine. All of us, even you. See you tomorrow.